All right, number 13. Then with the parent function of an absolute value, the equation for the parent function of an absolute value is y equals the absolute value of x. All right, and if you notice, there's nothing in here with it, nothing on the outside here, and nothing over here, so it just starts at 0, 0. It's our vertex. Goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1 on both sides. Okay, so it's just a normal v. All right. Number 14, they want you to draw these transformations and then list what happens, like what the transformations are. So if you look at this, we know that it's a quadratic, right? And we know that our parent function of a quadratic is something like this. Let's see, 2, 2 here, 1, 2, 4, something like this. Okay, that's our parent function. Okay, this one, to graph this one, our vertex is going to start, what makes this 0 would be a -2, and then the outside number is a -3. So our vertex is going to shift to -2 and -3. 1, 2, 3, right there. So that's where our vertex is. But other than that, it should look exactly the same as this. Okay, so from this vertex, you go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and then for 2, you go over 2, 1, 2, but up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there. So it's going to look like this. Like that. Okay? So this is the transformed function right there. Now, what did it do? It went to the left. Sorry. It went to the left 2 and down 3. Okay? So that's what they want. That's what they're looking for there. So from this point where it started to where it ended up, it went to the left 2 and down 3. All right, let's try this one. Now, this one we notice has a negative sign, so that we know that's going to make it turn upside down. And then we find our vertex, so what makes this 0 would be a -4, and then this guy out here, 2. So our normal parent function starts at 0, 0, up 1 over 1 on each thing. Okay, and it looks something like this. A little sloppy there, sorry. Okay, so that's our, pardon me, that's the parent function. Okay, this one, to graph this one, we're going to go start at -4, +2. So we go over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go up 2. So right there, that's our vertex. And then because our slope is negative, we're going to go upside down, but we still go, so we go down 1 and over 1. Down 1, over 1. Down 1, over 1. Down 1, over 1. Okay? And so it's the same slope as your parent function, it's just upside down. Okay, and so the transformation is, number 1, it's flipped, right? And shifted, let's go 4 to the left. And up 2. Okay, so when they ask you what the transformation is, that's what they're wanting. All right, number 16. This is a linear function because you notice there's no squares up here. There's no absolute value marks. So this is going to be a straight line. So again, the parent function of a straight line is up 1 over 1 from 0. Okay, or down 1, left 1. So it goes like this. That's your parent function of a linear equation. And then this one, we can graph just like we know how to graph. We go down to -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we go up 3 over 1. Up 3 over 1. And so here's our new line. And what did it do? Well, its transformation shifted 4 down. Shifted down 4. And the The slope was increased by 3. You can just write that as fine. Slope increased by 3. Okay, over here, we have a quadratic. Notice the square, that makes it quadratic. All right, so that's the U shape, right? Okay, this one, and it's not like this kind of a thing where there's something inside before the square. So that means it's going to not shift left or right at all. It's just going to move down 5 because this is on the outside. So we go down 5 and put a dot. That's where our new vertex is, because remember, for the parent function, it's going to always start at 0, 0, and it just looks like that. Here, it's going to shift down, and then it's going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and then over 2 and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's a 1, 2, and then 1, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, kind of rough looking, but you get the idea. So it's just a normal parabola, but it shifted down 5 because of the -5 on the back side there. So our transformation, I'm sorry, is just going to be shifted down 5. Shifted down 5. Everything else stayed the same. All right. Over here we have a absolute value. So again, remember, our absolute value is going to look something like this as a parent function, right? But because we have all this other stuff going on, we need to find out how it's being changed. So first we need to find out where the vertex is. So that's how to make this 0, gives us our x value. So that'd be a -2. And then this number on the outside is our y value. So -2, -3. So we go over 2 and down 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. And then this time we have a slope of 2, which means instead of just going up 1 over 1, we're going to go up 2 over 1. Okay, up 2 over 1, and then up 2 over 1. Right there. And so it should be a little bit skinnier than the first one. Not much, but just a smidge. Okay. And it's hard to do on this without having actual graph paper, but and between 1 and 2 is not really that big of a difference, so it might be hard to tell. All right, on this one, our slope is upside down, and we have something inside the parentheses with the x, so that means it's going to shift left or right, but there's nothing out here, so it's not going to shift from the y-axis. Or I'm sorry, it's not going to shift up or down from the x-axis. So our vertex then is going to be 3, because that'll make this 0, and then 0, because we don't have anything back here. So instead of our vertex being at 0, it's going to be at 3, 0. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then it's a negative, so it's going to be upside down. And look just something like that. There you go. All right, and I forgot, I need to go back. Didn't do our transformation over here. So our transformation on this one is... it's shifted to the left 2, down 3, and the slope is increased by 2. Okay. Then over here, we have that it's flipped, right? And it's shifted to the right 3. Okay, that should take care of it. Hopefully you guys are able to follow along with this. Again, I apologize for the quality, but it is what it is. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.